Hello guys, you know what time it is, your boy P-Jack, it's P-Jack baby. Gee, please like and subscribe to my channel. You know what time it is, please, so I can get my videos shared to everyone. You know what time it is. So today, I will strictly be talking about how to find your BPM or your tempo without using any software on Logic Pro X or Logic Pro 11. This works on both any DAW at all you use. You can use this technique to get your tempo, to get your BPM without using any software or any plugin or anything, just by yourself and using your instincts. I'm going to be teaching you. So with this technique, you can use it to find any BPM of your choice or any tempo. So I'll be dragging in an audio file. I'm dragging in this beat. This is actually a song. We're going to calculate this tempo quickly. So the first step is loading up your audio file. When you load it in like this, firstly, then you want to take a look at it very well, analyze all the transients, look at it very well, and observe it totally from top to bottom. Yes, you can observe by looking at each transient. You can see that there is a space just at the beginning. This is very, very key. You want to make sure that there's no space at all before you even start looking for the BPM or anything. Make sure there's no space at all. So you drag this back. You drag this back and make sure you don't affect the transient itself. So make sure that there's no space at all, that the beat starts exactly from the beginning of the beat. Understand? See that? See that? So it starts immediately exactly. But how it with all that space, see that? Without you won't be able to get the tempo, and to affect, it's going to affect your work. So let me just control shift, control Z. We'll take this back to the beginning. You know the vibes, yeah. So you see, starting from exactly from the beginning now. See that? So now we're gonna go ahead to locate, try to trace the tempo and look for what tempo this is in. This is in default in 120. Logic comes in 120. So you're going to be carefully analyzing the transients with your eye, just by looking at it, and then be dragging the tempo up and down to find the exact tempo where it's supposed to be. Let's put the metronome on, then we'll play. You can see from that, it sounds like the BPM is a bit faster than this. See. Drag it down. So this is the BPM is faster. We're going to drag the BPM down towards the beat. And carefully watch the transients as they move and adjust to the grid. We're going to carefully watch the BPM and the grid and the audio file and the transient as it moves along the grid. When you watch the grid, watch it, and then you see how it snaps to the grid. This is very important. So by watching it alone, you can know when it keys in. Let me try 115. Let me try 112. Okay, this is 112. It's too slow. It's too slow. We'll take it up a bit until it matches 114. It's a bit too slow. Let's take it to 118.
It is true, can't you see? There is somebody out there loving.
Bring it down again. Let's do 115. 115. 115 seems like it. Not just the beginning, not just the beginning of the song. Not just, you must be very careful. You must make sure the end. You also go to the end and make sure that it also sings with the tempo at the end. Towards the end, it's no more syncing. So that's to be sure that this is not the tempo. Make sure the beginning and the end of the beat actually snaps to the tempo, and it aligns with the metronome. Very, very important. So see this. We're gonna take it up again, one step. It's very close, but it's not there yet. I think it should be 116. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, on tempo. Let's now go to the end and see if it's perfectly aligns with the beat. Yeah, the end is very perfect. So I think this is tempo. Finally got to the tempo 116 without using any software, guys. Make sure this snaps. If I need to duplicate this video, I can just easily duplicate it. See that it's on tempo. So guys, you can use it for any software at all. Any DAW you find yourself, you can actually do this. It must not be on Logic. But what this video is actually for Logic Pro X and Logic Pro 11. If you're working on any of these softwares, you can use it on any DAW. You can practice this, keep practicing. You more get perfect, and you keep knowing songs. Know your songs. Like any song you hear, you should know where the BPM should lie. You should know the if it's a fast song, it's a party beat. If it's a pop beat that's very fast, like electronic music, it should be around 125 to 130. Those electronic beat, boom, 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 boom. That's where they usually are. And then if you're Afrobeat is usually around 110 to 100 to 110. If it's a very fast party jam, that means it's around 115 to 120. 115 to 120. Something like Terry G, 125, 130. So all those kind of things, you have to know those things. And if it's what do you call it? It's trap beat is usually 140, 142, 143. So if you know your BPM very well, it will be easier for you to know where they should lie. If it's a slow song, if it's a worship song, gospel song, or it's a slow worship song, it's probably about 60 to 70 BPM. There's an R&B song that closely around from 80 to 100 BPM. Usually. So if you know all these BPM, it's easy for you to know where BPM should lie, and then you keep tracing it until you find it. So I usually use softwares to find tempos and BPMs, but without the software, I can still find my tempo. In any software I find, in any DAW I find myself, I can still find my way around it and get the tempo as well. So this is just for you to know the raw, the undiluted version of doing this. You know. The raw, undiluted version of doing this, and then how the software works as well. You also have software like in Logic. Let me show you this. You have a software that can actually find this BPM. It's called what's another software again, Seth? What's another software? Help me, guys. BPM counter. Yes, BPM counter. Let me load it in BPM counter. This can also give you make sure you load in this BPM counter on the track. It must be exactly on the track you want to find the BPM. Don't load it into another channel. You must load it in this to that. Load the BPM counter into the channel, and the song must be playing. It must be playing the track before we can get the BPM. Then I shut my door, my knees on the. But if you do this on another channel that is not linked to this the channel you want to find the track, you might not get the BPM. It will not even load at all. Then if we do this without what do I want to say now? At least you get understand what I'm trying to say. It must be on the BPM counter must be on the channel, and the song must be playing before you can actually find the BPM. So that'll be all for today, guys. I hope this video will help you, improve on your work and improve on your knowledge about Logic Pro X and finding BPMs and finding tempos. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. Thank you so much.